Oh, okay.
That's
my ribs.
Oh my god, I think I come in here too much.
This one. Does that work?
Oh, that works.
It does. Here we go. So that's Monday.
Hey, steak pig.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
There we
I
go.
like it. Gotta love it.
Monday, October 30th is the big meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you last one for? That's what I want.
Good.
Now it's Halloween time.
Yeah.
That's the day before Halloween.
It is the day before Halloween. You can dress up if you want.
Dress up.
Scarier than you already are. Welcome to SANSU. All the tricks and everything. Okay. So, anyways, all right. You guys got your coffee? You're all good?
No president again?
Oh, I almost. Okay. Hey, hey, a substance user group without a little drama would not be a substance user group, right?
Right on.
Okay, so anyway. Alright, my name's Keith and I'm here as
That's where I remember.
yeah,
Surrey Pre-Trial.
that's it.
My home group, Surrey Pre-Trial.
There you go. That's it. Surrey pre-trial.
2009.
Yeah, wow, that's a ways. Now we're getting there.
I remember that.
Wow, did I ever see you in Fraser?
The one time.
There you
I
go.
signed my name on the list for freaking my whole 2 years I was there.
Yeah.
I got called down to one meeting, man. One meeting. I was on the list for like, you know,
Yeah.
every week I put my name on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah. Surrey Pre-Trial was more
Yeah, that was a day camp.
But even now though, now it's screwed because
Changed.
it's all the units. There's no,
No contacts and all sorts of
movements,
things.
Yeah, so if you guys want to come in and do a meeting, you got to do every
Gotta go
unit.
up to the unit.
That ain't happening.
Yeah, that takes forever.
Yeah.
So anyways, okay, so enough about free trial and,
Yeah.
and incarceration and all that fun stuff that goes along with, you know, those are really realities, right? So, in the beginning, hey Dale, we're gonna get going, buds.
Sorry.
Come on in, man. Come on, you got your coffee, you're gonna top it up, okay? Come on, grab a big seat, comfy couch. So anyways, in the beginning of SANSU, we go around the room, we introduce ourselves just by your first name, and what brought you here, like, you know, why you came, how did you hear about SANSU, what do you know about SANSU, what don't you know, what do you think you might want to learn or hear about, or what do you, this room is pretty fluid, right, so we can talk about just about anything you guys want.
More or less almost since it started.
Yeah, a lot, yeah,
Before
7.
that, I lived in Vancouver and I was going to Vandy.
Yeah,
So I was a regular member back then.
yeah,
And this is a group that I can honestly say helps people. For not just drugs, but for housing, for health-wise, doctors, medical, education, everything. And it's a group of people who not only are some of us addicts, some of us recovering addicts, some of us still using. And it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's a group of people who care about people.
Very
And
nice.
your life. And that's why I'm here.
Nice.
Thanks, Grace.
You're gonna be my poster child for the next 10 years. People caring about people and have a picture of Grace going.
Where's my camera?
Yeah. Okay, and you, sir?
I'm Dale.
Hey, Dale.
I do.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Very good.
And you've been here before?
I've been here before.
Yeah. And then you came.
All these people.
Good.
They
Good.
all have something to say. I want to hear it.
Okay. Good. All right, we're gonna sneak around the back room here. We've talked about and different things that we've done. We've gone to Langley and handed out supply. Probably about the same size. So yeah, so that's why when we put this up here, so you know that we're filming, but we're filming the backs of your heads. Or if you don't want to be, you know, identified, fine. We'll talk to you and we'll shoot your feet. You know, like, you know. So, but really, they've been listening to us because we're a collective voice. There's 380 active SANSU members in Surrey alone. We have about 85 in Langley, 36 in New West, and 2 in White Rock. So we have a couple around, right? So, you know, they have to listen now. I shouldn't say have to. It's easier to have a voice when there's everybody sort of has the same kind of ideas, right? Or you wouldn't be sitting in this room. Other than, you know, there's an honorarium or a stipend, and a stipend means we thank you for your time. If we could pay you what you're worth, it'd be like, you know, $100 an hour or whatever, right? But you know what? We're grateful for you to come and listen to what you have to say, you know? And this is where your voice goes to, you know, BC Housing, it goes to Fraser Health, it goes to all, bylaw, RCMP, City Council, all of them, right? This is where the information comes from. And by having it filmed, they can go on Facebook and watch this whole thing. So what they know firsthand, you know, within probably 4 days, this meeting will be up online, right? And then thousands of people. We have a substance user group in San Francisco that watches our videos.
Really?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's not like no small potatoes, man.
Wow.
No, so we're share information, right? Because the same things exist in other towns too, right? So okay. Further ado, let's.
I'm James. I heard about the meeting, same as the buddy here over at the Needle Exchange tonight.
Right on, James.
I missed the last couple because of that.
That's okay. Well, I'm glad you're here.
Mr.
Make me famous in world famous in your music video.
Oh, that's right. You're the world famous Uncle Bill. They call it the Uncle Willy video.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
Yeah. Oh, well, we got a couple of videos out there on YouTube, right?
Music video?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We got a few. Actually, on the 2nd, I'll bring I'll see if we can hot wire it up somehow. Hey, Reed, can you knock it down a couple degrees? I'm starting to melt. Okay, the gentleman in the BC Lions hat, who are you? And yeah, actually, Earl is part of the board. The board is SANSU, he sits on the board, so I said, you know, he's been coming a while now for just to, you know, for support, and, you know, everybody in this room is, you know, and that's not the premise of SANSU. The premise is not necessarily, you know, stop using drugs. The idea is there's a whole whack of barriers that surround that. So if you want to use drugs, then I don't want you using dirty water. I don't want you to use, you know, top of a pop can for a cooker. I don't want you to, you know, not have, you know, pure stuff. I want you to have vitamin C to burn off all the impurities. I want you to use a proper tie. I want you to use, if you don't know how to use a needle, I want you to know bevel up, you know, and how to shoot your dope, or how to smoke crack, or meth, or whatever the hell, drink alcohol, whatever, or, you know, safe sex, right? So you don't, you know, there's health complications because of that, right? So we want to minimize the harm. This is harm reduction, right? We want to minimize the harms, right? So we want you to be safe, because if you're safe and happy, you can be a happy dope user, or you can be one that's just, you know, like really miserable and stuff, right? So, and the other barriers that go along with it, right? You know, homelessness, dignity, you know, stuff like that. So, anyways.
Can I make a quick,
Absolutely.
announcement? Wednesday is Welfare Day, and those that don't know, there's a $100 increase on this month's check. But other than that, for harm reduction, once the needle exchange positive point is without meth pipes, if you just see me, if you see me around, I'm not giving you my apartment number, but if you see me around, I will have extra ones.
Nice. Okay, good.
I got the hookup.
Okay, you got the hookup. I mean from a girl, a lady in black hair, right? Black rimmed glasses. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I can get rid of this. So this is their general meeting. It's coming up. You're going to see a poster. It's coming up tomorrow. It'll be just out there. This is a big meeting where what we're doing is we're going to like the presidency, the vice presidency, the treasurer, the secretary, and a few other people on the board. You can, you know, run for an election. You can be Donald Trump for a day.
No, thank you.
Not real. Well, then maybe not Donald Trump, Trudeau, or whoever you want to be.
I want to
So-
build a wall.
if you wanna build a wall between,
I don't
between
wanna
here and the
build a- I
USA.
don't wanna build a wall. I don't
Okay.
wanna build a wall.
Alright, so anyway, so that's going on, okay?
Where's that taking place, here?
Yeah, right here.
Okay.
And this will be well advertised because it's a general meeting, or it's called the AGM, or Annual General Meeting.
Okay, yeah.
And this is where we have to, I come with a, financial report from last year, and everybody looks it over, and then we all vote it, pass it, you know, and then, we have all the, positions on the board, they are collapsed, right? And then the, secretary just continues it on, and then we elect a new board. And what we'll have a blend, right? We'll have a blend of, for me, I stepped off the board almost 2 years ago. I'm just a volunteer. Okay, I'm a volunteer at SANSU, even though I started the show 7 years ago. Just a volunteer.
Spokesperson.
There you go, spokesperson. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask,
Sure.
when you, send the memo for the SANSU meeting on 16th, can you also send the one for the 30th?
Oh,
At the same time.
Yeah, the one for the 30th is gonna go out, by the weekend, so it has to go up. It'd have to have, to have a
Can you
meeting.
email me?
Huh?
Can you email me, let me know that it's good, and I'll get them on it first in the
Yeah, so well, I email you, you'll see it in your inbox. So the 30th, so we have to have
30 days.
30 days notice. So basically, in the next week it has to go
I
out.
went looking for you, honey.
Come on in, sign in. Sign in, come on
This
in.
is the other building.
Yeah.
So for the positions, is there a criteria for the positions on the board? Or, and you're voted in by your peers? Is that
Yeah.
how it works? Okay.
Yeah, it's a peer election.
Okay.
Bill, you might want to email that. Service positions for SANSU. On the 30th, we're gonna do an election,
16th,
and you can be voted in on any one of those.
so it's on Monday, so.
They're not way you're more involved in this group.
Okay, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are directors at large. Whoop, okay, la 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 la. Okay, so this is how it works. And alright, so can you guys all see that? Okay, so you have a president, you have a vice president, you have a treasurer, a secretary. These are your 4 officers. Okay, and then these 3, so that's 4 officers, and then you have 3 directors. Okay, and they're called directors at large. And then what happens is he might be tasked to start a subcommittee for spikes on bikes. Okay, so we need a director at large to head that up. Okay, we need one for rig dig, or we need one for spokesperson at public events. Right, so the president says, okay, this person's in charge of this, and throughout the year, then they might have different tasks that they'll give a director, but that director will build a subcommittee of maybe however many people they need. If we have a huge event, like say we do a trip to Langley, we're going to go handle harm reduction materials in Langley, backpacks, bus tickets, the whole 9 yards. We all go. We've done this several times, right? And what happens is now that director of the Langley trip, he's going to need 8 people. All right, so then he starts saying, you want to go? You want to get paid? You want to go? What was it? It was about, what, $60 every time you go to Langley? 60, 80 bucks every time you go to Langley? We go for 4 hours, and you go out and do the exact same thing you do here. You take a backpack like this, and you go, they don't have positive point out there. They don't have safe point. So when you come up to them and go, hey man, how's like 51cc rigs and a whole bunch of cookers and some clean water and some ties, and they go, really? Where'd you get all this stuff from?
What do I owe you for that?
Yeah, exactly. Nothing. Here's a handful of crack pipes.
No oxygen kits.
And here's a couple of oxygen kits. Oh yeah, I just tried to save a buddy yesterday. He died. If I had one, I would have been able to do something. They don't have that there. So this is what goes on here. And so like the treasurer, you know, is the one I would work in conjunction with, because, you know, there's the funding involved and stuff like that, and you got to be a little bit on the ball there, right? The rest of this stuff, yeah, man, we want you to start thinking about this, because you can start doing a campaign. Vote for me, Uncle Bill, for president. Here's you know, vote for me and get a caramel. Or vote for me, here's a vote for Bill, here's a cigarette. Hey man, I need your vote, Dale. Here, man, you know, here's a plate, buddy. You know?
And we want more directors at large.
Yeah, well, no, see, here's the thing. A board has to be an odd number, okay? Because the only time a president votes, is when there's a tiebreaker, right? Right. So these 4 or these 6 vote, and if it's 3 and 3, the president votes and breaks the tie. So you got 7, so 4 and 3, that's 7 people. Or we can add 2 more directors, it'd be 9. But what happens is, every time you have a board meeting, you have to have a thing called quorum. And quorum means that we need 50%.
It doesn't pass.
It doesn't, you can have, and you have an idea? Grace has got the best idea, we all know it, we just gotta get it passed by the board, or we're screwed, right? So, it's better to have a smaller board and have more volunteers underneath the directors, okay? So, I like the idea of 7 people. So you have 4 and 3, and then these branch off into like a whole bunch of subcommittees, and we could have the director of a SANSU women's group, women only. That's it. No, don't kid yourself, right? And then we can get resources like trauma counselor or outlet for employment or whatever, and have somebody from Work BC read here. Is that thing cranked down, or is it like you get 95
No, you
degrees?
can't touch it. I'll bring out
18
that.
hot.
I can bring out
Hey, somebody crank that door open like this, old school here.
This meeting here is the only group of people that you would have, right? And this is where you're taking these people, but people volunteers and
Yeah, okay, so right now here's what's going on. Is that we're in the process right now with Fraser Health Authority, in conjunction with Lookout, okay? Because there's a contract that's going to be, or the direction is going to Lookout, and it's subcontracted to SANSU for the next 6 months. Now, if that happens, then there'll be 3 SANSU meetings a month in Langley, and 3 SANSU meetings a month right here. We're going to try and get the Spikes on Bikes program here in Surrey going, like right here, and do the same thing in Langley. Now, Lookout has a building in Langley that they're going to be doing harm reduction, distributing harm reduction materials. Okay, so I haven't had a personal tour of the building yet, but we're going to have that there. So we're going to have a Langley chapter of SANSU, right? And what I want to do is I want to take a bunch of us and stuff us in a van and go to a Langley meeting and come back at the end of the meeting, obviously, right? And then at the same time, have them come here, right? You know, so you're going to see more people in the meeting here, but you're going to say, hey, my name's Keith, I'm from Langley. Well, my name is Bob, I'm from Surrey. Oh yeah, okay, well, what do you know? And you guys are going to be more educated about this stuff than they will be. So, what do? You start talking to them, right? And this is what I felt like when I got here. It sounds like a good thing, and you know, and it's a safe place, right? And we can walk next door and get supplies, you know, and you know, other training as well. So we can do the pure naloxone training, right? Well, there, all that sort of stuff.
What's the acronym for?
SANSU? It's called
Area
Surrey
Network Substance Users.
Surrey Area Network of Substance Users. Okay, now, okay, we got this board stuff. We're good. Okay.
Hold on, I want to copy it.
Okay, well, it's on film. In 3 days, it'll be on Facebook, okay? Because it's being filmed. So now, okay, okay, where was I going with this? Okay, this is where I need your help. Well, I need everybody's help. But if this funding comes through, Fraser Health, and Lookout want us to branch into Chilliwack, Mission, Abbotsford, Maple Ridge.
We're gonna try to get out as far as
That's not on that's not on the drawing board yet. Maple Ridge, Coquitlam,
Poco?
yeah, Poco, and Port Moody. Okay, Abbotsford's right here. Okay, so here's your hot spots. The one that's hot spot right now is Chilliwack. Mission is on our hot spot, and Maple Ridge. These are the 3 targeted ones right now, and in order would be 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's where we're going first. Okay, so we're going to take a car, we're going to take some backpacks, and we're going to spend the day, and we're going to make you guys get a stipend for the day, and we're going to go and we're going to go out to Chilliwack. We're going to take 15 people in a van. We're going to, and we're all going to have in our backpacks. Just a second here. Just a second. Okay, wrong one. Stay with me, kids.
Sounds like snacks in there.
I know. We will have a letter from Fraser Health that states that we're allowed to distribute harm reduction materials. So it's a get out of jail free card. You don't have drug paraphernalia. You were distributing harm reduction materials to peers. Everybody gets a copy. Got it? All right. So that was one of my biggest things, is that if you're met with adversity, the idea is that, you know, and we go in teams of, well, Bill, you want to explain it? We go in teams of 2 or 3 people, right?
Yeah.
What else do we do? You go and you walk and you find people and you just start handing shit out.
I can walk into any city and I know where I can go store on.
Yes.
And so
And you'll find it.
I'm running into that flipping, oh, look at that flipping hedge over there, that's a flipping.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't have to look hard
I mean, that's a living.
when you know what you're looking for, right?
Lots of guy camper at Tulsa right now, and a bunch of friends, chill like, I lived in Abbey for 5 years.
Yeah, you used to go down by the.
There you go.
river.
So you're the harm reduction Sherpas, you know?
River by the old bridge.
So here's the thing. So this is our name presently, SANSU, right? Surrey Area Network. So we go North Delta, Surrey, Langley, and White Rock. Well, that's Surrey, and White Rock. Okay, so SANSU. So this is as far as we go right now. In our Constitution, this is what we cover. This is what we're going to cover. So now we become not just an area substance user group, we become the regional substance user group. So we're taking over and we'll marry up with Fraser Health. So Fraser Health goes from Burnaby
Soon to be
to Boston Bar.
provincial.
No.
No.
I'll tell you what, there's only so many hours in the day and so many days in my life and so many years left.
Oh, yeah.
And believe me, I'm not going to Prince George to hand out rigs.
No, I guess not.
But I'll fly up there and I'll train a substance user group up there,
Sure, why not?
and Rachel will go too. You're going economy though, okay? I'm going first class Jazz Air. If anybody doesn't know about Jazz Air, it's a poopy little rinky-dink airplane about this big. I think a book of matches is bigger. Okay, that door's a little. Alright, anybody cooled off to the point where we close the door? Okay, so anyway, so now, here's the thing. We need to come up with a new name.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Why don't you do the contest?
Well,
Ransu, Ransu.
Ransu?
How
about
Trans.
how about area network?
No, trans.
What?
Area network.
Area network.
Area.
No.
Area.
Area network.
Ansu.
SANSU.
Area
Area
trans.
network.
Who said Ransu?
I did.
What's Ransu stand for?
Regional area.
Regional area.
Yeah.
Put a T on there and you got the regional area.
Or how about substance abuse?
Transu?
Gender friendly.
Yeah. No gender bending, right?
I mean, not that we don't care. I mean,
Substance
you want to
abuse.
have relationships with zebras? I'm good with that. I don't care. But Ransu, we got ANSU, Area Network of Substance User.
How about substance abuse of BC?
How about
SABC.
Fraser Area Network of Substance FANSU? I don't know. We don't even have to have all this end of it. We can change it to whatever. You know, so this is wide open, right? We should put a little contest over the next a little bit. And then we'll have a vote at the general meeting. What?
Just like they did for Safe Point.
What?
Had a little, you know, everybody say what they think it should be called.
Yeah, and then we'll put them up on and we'll have a vote.
Yeah.
Feedback. Feedback.
Okay.
Get the feedback from like every.
Yeah. Yeah, so, any ideas? Nope. Nope, I'm good. Okay. All right, so that's on the table too. Okay. So, anyways, so we'll be a regional substance user group. So that's what a regional drug user group. Well,
Regional network outreach program. How's that?
substance user. Okay, we're a harm reduction, so
Regional harm reduction.
Regional. That's a good word.
so what's this? Regional harm reduction
Network.
user group.
Yeah.
UG. Rurug. It's funny when you take the word.
Rug.
Rurug.
Substance in
Yeah, I'm a rug.
I'll get a bug and rug.
Rurug. Regional.
substance gotta be.
Okay, regional substance user group.
No.
Slug. We need L. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna play with this a little bit. What we'll do is next meeting we'll spend some time on this, and we'll actually kind of take a look at it. But the idea is regional. Like we're gonna branch out. Obviously, this is huge, right?
Oh, it sounds like you want it. You need it.
Well, it's needed. They're screaming right now for this. You know the body count and Chilliwack, Maple Ridge.
Oh, they drop like flies out of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, they got no Narcan.
They got nothing.
No Narcan. No.
If people know how
Okay.
to save lives by giving them breath.
Any other questions?
Well, I haven't.
Nope.
If I can get started someday.
It does.
Hey,
Okay, well, so I just have.
regional,
Okay, hold on. We're getting another. Okay, I'll get this out of here. Okay, Karen's got one. Here you go.
R,
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
user,
What?
user,
User,
substance,
substance,
no, user group,
G, so
S, substances.
regional
User group,
of substances.
yeah,
Regional-
Rugs.
Rugs.
Rug.
How about dope?
How about this? We'll get hoodies made of rug burn. Regional
Rug burn.
user.
we can go Democratic regional user, group, drugs.
Yeah, got it.
Regional user group of substances. Northwest Dopeheads?
Both organizations provide
Dump
educational
Sis Anonymous.
rehabilitation
I like that one, that's not too bad. What do you guys think? What's in there? Drugs.
services.
No. Development.
Delinquent.
Development, I don't know, drugs.
I
It's
don't like that.
Design regional
Diverse.
user group of substances.
Diverse regional use.
Yeah.
Diverse.
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 Yeah.
Holy. Diverse regional user group of substances.
Good.
Or
That's
drugs.
good, that's drugs, that's good.
What do you think? Is that a good game?
I think it's a good name, yeah.
Now we get her.
Now we're getting there. What do you belong to? Drugs.
Drugs.
What do you do? Drugs. What are you good at? Drugs. Do you volunteer? Drugs. Drugs does you. How about
Drugs does you.
Drugs help you.
that? Drugs help you. Oh, that. Okay, hold on. Drugs help you.
Drugs use you.
No,
No, because we're here to help.
we're here to help, right?
Helps others.
Drugs
Help.
helps or help?
Helps.
Help.
Helps others. Helps others.
Everyone.
Helps you.
Yeah.
Helps everyone.
Helps everyone. Everyone.
Because that's what we are, we're trying to find help for, you know, people that don't
Well,
have a.
you know, family, friends, everything, all of that, right?
I put down drugs.
If we were to send a member to a group like PTA, like,
Yeah.
you know, Parent Teacher Association, right?
Yeah.
And all the parents to have no idea, and their kids just getting into into something at school,
Yeah.
and they're all like freaking out. Who would they want to listen to?
Us.
Drugs.
Drugs. But you have to put it,
Hey, we could
you have to
have
put
a,
it
hey, how about this?
put
You know
a
what
dot
we said,
in between
director,
each letter.
how about this? We'll go like this. You know when we send somebody out to talk? Drug talk.
Drug talk, yeah. Drug talk. But you have to put a dot in between each letter of the drug.
Grace is
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Deep.
Yeah. Cowabunga. There you go.
I think we need to explain it to Grace because she's getting very concerned that we're talking about drugs.
Oh no. So, okay.
I just don't like it.
Oh, okay,
Let me
so
show you what it represents, Grace.
SANSU
Yeah,
Surrey Area Network of Substance Users,
I know, but I'm talking about the drugs.
Drugs, Diverse Regional User Group of Substances. We have to go from a little area
I know.
to the whole
I understand
region.
all that.
Drugs
This
get
is-
I
noticed.
understand that. What I'm saying
Yeah.
Drugs get
is the
noticed.
drugs part,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
And that's why you got the dot in the center. That's why you got like
Because-
C dot, R dot,
And
U
you
dot,
have
G
to
dot.
understand.
Because
Drugs
it
help
doesn't be-
everyone.
Because it doesn't become drugs like, oh my god, drugs.
Kinda like-
It becomes drugs, what the hell is it?
Look at people,
Yeah.
gonna look
You
at it and go,
almost
oh,
need-
drugs, help you.
What the hell
Yeah, that's
is
what
it?
you want. Shock them.
Yeah,
Shock.
yeah.
But
Right,
Grace,
if we-
Grace,
You want your
it
literature
really
read,
means
right?
this though. This is what it's standing for.
I understand all that.
People think, right?
So
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I just.
this would probably pop up with some bad stuff or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so okay. This was one idea, right?
Yeah.
But here's the key words that we need to use.
Regional.
Regional. I like this word.
I like that. too.
Diverse. I like that word. This would be another one.
How about rugs? Rugs. Yeah, I don't like rugs. Rugs just makes me think of bald men.
Makes me think of shag, baby. Okay. Well, anyways.
Needs help.
Bill's got
And
a.
they
Yeah,
come
go
in
ahead,
with
Bill.
drugs.
Okay, hold on, guys. One at a time. Bill.
It's, drug organization providing educational regional centers.
That's good.
Whoa!
Yeah.
What the?
That's good.
Say that one again.
That's a good one.
Hold on, I'm getting rid of you
Go.
right now. Dope.
Well, dope hurts.
Dopers.
Dopers?
Dopers.
Drug organization providing education.
Hold on here. Drug.
Resources for.
Organization.
Providing.
Providing.
Educational,
Resources.
regional,
Safety. Right. Regional.
or drug providing educational
Resources.
and regional services.
Education and regional services.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yes.
Resources.
There we go.
Now I like that.
Education and regional. Services, regional services, there we go. Dopers, services.
Dopers,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's very good.
That's
What do you think?
That's
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
dopers.
Yeah.
So here we go, we got D. Oh.
Yeah, that's great.
Can you take a picture of this and email it to me?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Now, the only thing is that we gotta do a name change with Victoria, so this might not fly.
Yeah.
It should, because it's known as dopers, but it would be the drug
Organization.
instead of regional education and regional society or services.
Society.
Services society, but the society you drop off the name anyways, right? Dopers.
good job.
And then we can have like dope talk. So if you're coming to a school, you come from dopers and you're here to do dope talk.
Yeah,
And it's educational.
yeah, yeah.
And we can tell you about
And-
different organizations.
Huh?
And we can tell you about different organizations
Yeah. Yeah.
in your region.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the regions that need it, they're like, holy smokes. And it's a regional, so.
Good job, Bill.
Yeah, way to go, guys. All right.
Now you know why I said we should
There you
do
go.
one of the board jobs.
Well, there you go. Well, you know, like you said, on the 30th of October, we're having a AGM, our big election. As you know, Ron, his job as president, he'll be, his job collapses, so he will no longer be the president of SANSU. He goes, his proper position for the next period of time is past president, okay? He sits on the board only as an advisor to the new president and vice president, so that you're not going, ah. So Ron's there to answer questions. Well, this is what we've done in years past. He may still be somewhat of the voice of SANSU with the media because they're used to him, and then he'll take the new president or whatever and say, come with me, we're going to meet Nick of the province, right? You know, and sort of like, you know,
Director of media?
Pardon?
Would you have part in that?
Sorry, what?
Director of media?
Publicity? That could be under one of the directors, like public communications.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, could be like you're the face person of SANSU or whatever, but you better be educated about the whole process, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so we're good. Dopers. I like it. Drug Association providing education and regional services.
Organization, not association.
No.
Organization.
You said association.
Did I? Oh, okay. Drug organization providing education and regional services.
Yeah. Good, very good.
Damn good,
Excellent.
Bill.
That's
That
pretty. Yeah.
is damn
Yeah,
good, Bill.
very good.
Boy, we should put glasses on you a long time ago. Okay. All right. So, anyways, at the end of a SANSU meeting, we stand and remove all our headgear, and we take a moment of silence to remember the people that have paid the ultimate price that have died, man. Like, you know. So at this time, just close your eyes, bow your head, and if there's people or friends that you know that have passed, just don't be afraid to just shout out their name. So let's take that moment of silence now.
Brad.
Try again.
Bert, Brian.